Welcome back to the channel. It's your guy L Train here with another video. Want to talk about getting paid to be yourself. I think this is a good topic to talk about because when you're passionate about something, when you believe in something, you like something, and you or love something, if you can find a way to monetize it, it never feels like a job. You're just doing what you love and you're finding a way to make money off it. So for example, let's say you have someone who loves golf, but they got like a 9 to 5, they got a regular job, they can't golf every day, they're not a professional golfer, but they really like golfing with their buddies, talking about golf, talking about courses. What you could do is start making content about you golfing with your friends. You can even do content about going to other golf courses and rating the golf courses. You can do content about, golf clubs or what type of golf balls or golf lessons, who's the best, golfer in your area. And you can just start talking to them, interview them, start a podcast. There's a million different ways that you can turn your passion into profit. And that's what getting paid to be yourself is turning your passion into a profit. What do you like to do? Do you like to read? If you read a lot of books, start a podcast, start interviewing, asking authors to come on your show, talk to you, networking, right? Maybe you're into fitness. How many people out there are fitness influencers? They're everywhere. See them all the time. So you may not like your job. You may not be happy with your job. You may have went down the career field and now 5 years later, 10 years later, you're not feeling anymore, but you got bills, you got responsibility, you got family, you got people who depend on you. And you can't just quit your job just to chase some dream, but you can start figuring out a way to turn the things that you really like to do and turning it into a side hustle, turn it into a business. You can start off small and work your way up. So for example, I've always liked t-shirts and fashion, but I've never been a big designer brand guy. I don't really think that I have to go buy this $5,000 belt buckle or belt to look cool. You know what I mean? I just rather buy a belt that looks cool, that matches, that looks good with what I'm wearing. I don't really care about the brand name, but I like innovative things, like being creative. So I design t-shirts, right? And I sell them. I'm not going to just quit my job tomorrow just to sell t-shirts when I don't have the money to do it. It doesn't make sense. I'm very passionate about it. But the money that I do make from it, I get to pay a couple bills, put some money away for a rainy day, and reinvest and grow and scale up. You could do the same thing too. You could be into bowling. I'm just using this example. You could start documenting, your bowling league. Turn that into something, right? You could sell some shirts, sell some hoodies, or you could do a podcast or interview with everybody in your bowling league, meet everybody, do an interview with them, and maybe your bowling league will get more expanded with more people seeing. Oh, I mean, it's a cool bowling league. They go down and they bowl, and they got drinks and people are hanging out and you got some good personalities, and you never know. You could take off. Your life could change very quickly in just 1 year if you really get focused on turning the things that you find to be very important to you. If you can just figure out a way to get more eyeballs on it and get ways to make money off it, it's a win-win, right? You like doing it. Someone might pay you to do it. Hell, we'll go back to the bowling example. Maybe you do a bunch of content about bowling, and somebody from some company that's related in the bowling world is like, "Hey man, we'd love to give you some endorsement." Damn, and they're giving you some free equipment, or they're giving you some money to talk about their bowling balls or bowling shoes or wherever the case may be. It just, if you put yourself out there and you really believe in something, you can really change your life. And I also think this is important to have these conversations because I think in the next few years, with AI, with automation, with what's going on in social media, there are going to be some jobs that won't be around anymore. There are going to be some jobs that are going to get taken out because of technology. And I'm not a tech expert by any certain means. So I can't tell you what job is going to be here, what job is going to come down the way. I'm not that type of expert. But what I do know is that there are going to be people who are going to be losing jobs. Companies will go under, companies will go bankrupt, and then the bigger companies will merge together and they'll trim the fat and get rid of certain people. So it may really be important for you to get this started today. this week, this month. Don't wait around to 2025. Oh, I got a couple more months. I'll do it next year. No, you better get on today. That's one of the reasons I started this YouTube channel, right? I'm very passionate about helping people, talking to people. And you don't have to do it on this super grand level. You don't have to be, at some conference full of thousands of people. You can start with a YouTube channel. You can start with a podcast. You can start with, TikToks or whatever case may be, and just get the ball rolling and get some momentum, and then build from that and scale up. That's how things get built. It doesn't happen overnight. So I suggest that you guys out there watching, find something that you're passionate about. Find something that you believe in. Something that if you did it today, it wouldn't feel like work. So if you won a lotto, right, and you won $100 million, what would you do with your time? And if someone's like, hey man, if I had $1 million in my bank, man, I go surfing every day. Cool. That's your thing. Start making content about surfing. Start building a business around certain aspects of surfing. And you're not going to be rich overnight. You're not going to be a multimillionaire in the next 90 days. But if you can get the ball rolling, get some momentum, man, it could help out a lot. You never know where this can go. So believe in yourself, invest in yourself, trust yourself. And when you can't stay motivated, stay consistent. All right? That's the vibe. That's the move. Peace. We out.